Oh, yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is? You just tuned in to the most exclusive podcast in the city, in the state, in the space, out of space, in your face. Mogul moves only. You did, yeah.
I don't ever do shit at work.
You see I did that shit all the way to the
Yeah.
drop, though.
At work.
And we about to go up today.
These goddamn hours, but ride up
The
and
song is
down
so
these
addictive,
goddamn
dude.
hours. I don't
You
ever
said
do
what?
shit at
Addicted.
work.
The song is
I
addictive.
don't ever
Yeah.
do shit at work.
And I got my co-host Tink in the building with me, and you know we got a heavy hitter in the game. And we gonna go up today. We gonna talk about some real stuff, some real shit. We gonna have a good time. We gonna make it easy. We gonna have it relaxed. And I appreciate y'all tuning in.
I'm in here just stealing company
Mogul
time.
moves only.
I'm in here just stealing company time.
Yeah.
I might just take me an extra break.
Yeah.
I might eat somebody lunch today. I came to work with the good smell
This
on
shit
me.
is crazy.
I just hope my co-worker don't tell on me, cause I be high now before it's time to clock out.
Kind of remind me of like Afro Man before I got, what's that shit?
Take a
Afro
pic
Man.
with some girls.
Because I got high, yeah.
Hey, I don't give a damn about this job. I'm
Yo,
tired
Mario,
of
you can go ahead and
for
turn
the
that down.
man. Say I don't give a damn about this
Again,
job.
yo,
I'm about
you
to
just
slap
tuned
my
in to
arm off
the
night
most exclusive
stand.
podcast, Mogul Moves Only, with your boy, Big D the Mogul, a.k.a. Suge Diddy, a.k.a. Illuminati Jack, a.k.a. Big Thanos, a.k.a. Heaven on Earth, a.k.a. Dry Rub Shawty. Why? Because I'm good before the drip. I don't need no sauce. You underdid.
Yeah.
And I got my co-host with me, the lovely, the most sensational, the beautiful. You gonna say your name,
Oh, I
Tinker?
thought you was gonna say my name for me, Tinka.
There you go. What up, though? And we got
Hey,
a
y'all.
crazy guest with us today, man. Introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Calimar White, all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida, man. We in this thing.
Hey, you know what? I didn't realize you were from Florida.
Yeah, man.
I could tell now that he said.
Now
it.
he said it.
Yeah.
But you said St. Petersburg, so you don't say bike.
Yeah, we say all that, man.
'Cause
Bite.
I
big.
lived in South Georgia. That was close enough to Florida and me. They
Yeah.
be like, hey, cool, I'll be right bike.
Yeah, that's how we talk.
That's a
man.
real thing.
Yeah,
They really
man.
do say bite.
Bike,
Yeah.
for real.
I thought that
Like
was
you thought
just
Plies bullshit.
Yeah,
Nah,
I thought
that's
he was bullshit.
for real out in
that's
Florida.
for real.
Damn.
How do you feel about Charlamagne always talking about everybody from the state of Florida? It's crazy.
I think he only do that because like one of his best friends is Lil Duval. He from Florida, so he get kind of like he get a pass for talking about people from Florida. It's just like a inside joke between him and Lil Duval. That's all.
Okay, I got you. And what about the crazy dreads? Like you know, shits
No,
when
so you don't
y'all.
even got
Oh yeah,
dreads?
we call them big wicks, man. You know,
That's what them is. You ever had them?
wicks. I had dreads, but I ain't had like wicks. And like when you see them matted together and like it's like 3 or 4 of them
Yeah.
coming out, we call them fingers.
Okay.
Fingers.
Yeah, them fingers, man.
Okay,
Does
so
it look
what?
like fingers?
Yeah, because they look like fingers. Yeah,
So how they do that shit? It's like a bunch of dreads. They rubber band together until they.
till they lock together. Yeah.
That's weird.
That shit is terrible.
It's horrible.
Nah,
That
it's a
shit is
Florida
absolutely
thing,
terrible.
man.
So I guess from Florida, you either had a lime green car or a neon orange car or a yellow car. Like y'all be on them like Skittle type shit.
You either had a donk or a shit. Or
And what's a donk?
A donk is like a cutlass.
Okay, yeah, my brother had a
You
donk.
Okay.
feel me? With the roof missing type shit. You gotta at least gotta be on 26s or better.
Okay, because my brother was grew up in Tampa.
Yeah. That's right by me. Like Tampa and St. Petersburg is like from Fort Worth to Dallas.
I rocked with
Okay.
Tampa, Ybor City.
Yeah.
I was out there when I was trying to do the NFL thing. My agent had me out there for like a month. And my brother played for the Buccaneers for a little bit, so I was been a little bit about Tampa.
go hard. Shout out to Tampa, man.
Hey, man, for real, though. So I appreciate you coming on the show. For those who don't know, you are a comedian, doing your thing, making a wave through the city, man, and that hilarious song that we came into. Man, tell us a little bit about that song, man, the title of it, and how did that come to fruition? Like,
It came about, when I first started in the comedy shit, I was on flyers here and there. Then I guess I became a threat to people. They started taking me off their shows, so I had to come up with something. And I had got the new iPhone. Well, it didn't want the new iPhone, but I got a new phone, that phone, and I seen that it had GarageBand on it. GarageBand, it's an app you can make beats and make music. So I told myself, like, I'm going to start making music, like funny song, but just the hook, and I'm going to put a video to them. So the first song and video I made was about how dudes, like when we break up with a female, well, when they break up with us, we don't really be caring. Like, long as y'all just make sure we straight, like leave us some money, just don't leave us. You feel me? So that was the first song. They did some numbers. And then the second song was some My Dick Is Too Ashy. You feel me? That was the second song. And then the third song was the Never Do Shit at Work. So when I had posted that, because I had did it at my job, I posted it for my friends to see. So my mom, she left a comment, you know, she was like, son, take this down. You know, people praying on your downfall. Somebody might show your job. And then my homegirl, Queen, she like double back right behind my mom. She was like, bro, make this public. This shit finna go viral.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's like I got the devil and the angel on my shoulders. So I'm like, damn, what I want to do.
So who did you go with?
Of course I went with her, like my homegirl, Queen.
Is Queen the devil or is she the angel?
She the devil.
Oh, okay.
But she is an angel in disguise. But, you know, I made it public. Yeah, shout out to Queen.
Too.
I made it public, and then, like I said, it just took off from there. Like, and then, you know, people was, because like I said, I was just doing the hooks, looping the hooks and stuff. So people like, man, you need to bring up full songs. So I made the full song. I wrote a verse. Y'all just heard some of it, and then it took off from there.
So if people want to go hear the full version of the song, where can they go check it out at?
Oh, the official video on YouTube with Marvelous Jarvis. Shout out to Marvelous Jarvis. It's a whole movement behind it. The official video on YouTube. Y'all can go check that out, and you know, shit, send me a video, and y'all not doing shit at work, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. It's a whole challenge going on and everything.
I made sure I put the link in the video. So if y'all look down in the bottom at this video, the link to watch the full video, click on that. Go support. Make sure y'all subscribe to his page after you click subscribe on ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you coming out. Tinka actually, you know what I'm saying, brought you up. She
I
sent
follow
me
him.
She sent me the video. And I was like, damn, you know what? He was at our comedy show. You know what I'm saying? You perform, and that's, you know, you, Queen, Jamel, and Icewater Jones. And Jameson, though, man. And I appreciate you coming. I was like, hell yeah, he funny as hell.
Funny as shit.
So,
no lie, I was following him, looking at his videos on Facebook, and I was like, you know how some comedians, like, you have to, okay, I'm going to laugh because everybody else laughing, or that was kind of cool. He's, like, genuinely funny.
Yeah,
like,
no
really
doubt.
fucking
Appreciate
funny.
it.
So, yeah.
Annoying thing as a comedian, when people find out you're a comedian, what's the most annoying thing?
Tell me a joke, but I got a joke for that.
All right,
like,
bro, go ahead and tell the joke because I was waiting to say
when they say tell me a joke, I just go knock knock.
Who
Who's
that?
there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupt.
Motherfucker. So that's my go-to joke, and everybody say, "Tell me a joke." Then, like, yeah.
So we're comedians, man. I know we was talking a lot off camera. Like, how do you go into preparing for your set? Like, you seen Dolomite?
Yeah,
you
that's like
Eddie
my.
Murphy
I
in
feel
the
like
mirror?
I'm the new Rudy Ray Moore, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm that nigga for real, man.
Like, do you get prepared in the mirror like he was? He's
Yeah, I
like,
write my jokes. I recite them to myself. I perform them in my house, or I record it on my phone and just play it back to me, so I don't forget the line. Even though I still forget some of the line. Like when I get off stage, I say to myself like, "Damn, I was supposed to say it," but it'll just be like a little ad lib. It don't be like no important part of the joke. But it's like, damn, I could have said that. I should have said I was supposed to say that.
Do you get feedback from people before you perform it? Like, do you make sure, like, do you think it's funny first?
Nah, like when I write my jokes, like if that shit, that's why, like, you know, like Michael Sean, like when I performed on his show like 2 months ago, when he introduced me as fearless, cause like he know like I'm saying anything. Like that shit funny in my head, I'm gonna say it. So, you know, a lot of people respect that.
have you ever bombed the show?
Have I? I don't think so. Nah, I ain't bombed yet. I ain't gonna say yet, but I ain't never bombed on a show.
Okay.
Cause if I feel like I'm bombing, I'm just gonna go in the crowd and just talk about people before I even bomb. Like,
Because you know, like how Dave Chappelle had that incident when he got too high in Detroit, and he was just up on the stage. They started booing his ass.
him.
yeah, that's his fault though. He don't necessarily call that a bomb. A bomb is like when you go up there with your set down pat, you think you finna just kill, and then nobody don't find that shit funny. That shit was on Dave Chappelle. Like, you feel me?
I seen the comedian bomb. Shout out to my guy. I ain't gonna say his name, but that first comedy show I threw up there at Hizzy's,
Yeah.
the first comedian that went, I guess it was his first time ever doing comedy. Oh, he fucked that shit up bad. And then they flagging him in the back like, yo, time up. Like they doing all the flashing
The
with
light,
the lights,
yeah.
and he kept going. Then they went up there to get the microphone. He snatched the mic and ran
Damn.
back. And said, boy, I was over on the side of the camera dying laughing.
If that was his first time though, like I wouldn't call that a bomb.
Well, at least he got out the way.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the worst has already happened to
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
be worse.
yeah, yeah.
Actually.
you. Hell yeah.
Cause I rather Like I'd rather get booed than get silence.
Have you gotten booed before?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Silence.
But silence, ooh, well, that's deadly. That's that cold silence. Just boo me, man. Let me know I'm fucking up. Don't give me no silence because you be up there thinking like, damn, well, then it's apparently you ain't doing shit. They ain't laughing, but that silence. Whew.
What about hecklers? You had any like people that like try to steal the show or come back? Did you say some weird shit to you?
Nah, I ain't never had no heckler yet.
Not
neither.
yet.
Not yet, neither. Nah, not no heckler.
Sometimes the Empire places they put people out there to heckle you.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Because I saw Eddie Griffin in comedy in show, and I guess it was some nigga there that happened to be from Kansas City too. So he's like from saying Kansas City. Eddie was like, "Oh yeah, that's dope, nigga." Blah blah blah. Kansas City in the building, and the nigga kept yelling out, and Eddie fired his ass up, and then they came and snatched the nigga out, but his girl stayed in the show. That nigga got threw out, and she stayed the entire show. I was like, she gonna get her ass beat.
No, I paid my motherfucking money. I'm staying here.
That's probably what happened.
Ain't nobody
She
tell
probably
you to
paid
say
for the
nothing.
tickets.
She paid for them tickets.
Politics in comedy. We know politics like happen everywhere, right?
Yeah.
What's the bullshit that comedians go through with other comedians? Like when you go to like I know like I'm in the hip hop realm. A lot of times when I go to the underground shows, it really be a bunch of other hip hop artists watching other hip hop artists perform.
Yeah.
Do you see that a lot in the comedy world? And what's the politics do you go through?
I'm starting to get out more often and just go to comedy shows, but I don't seen a few people at my shows just like always there. But I don't think it's they stealing. I think they just on the scene because you can pop up at some shows and just ask the person like, "Can I get some time?" They'll give you some time. But like we were talking about earlier when I had opened up for Lavelle Crawford, like I respect him because like he let me be myself. Like he ain't pulled me to the side and was saying something like, "Man, don't say the word bitch. Don't say the word motherfucker. Don't do this joke. Don't do that joke." He just let me be myself. And it's a lot of big time comedians. They do that. They'll tell you like how to do your set so you don't be funnier than them.
Do you think that's like if you were head case, I guess we'll say a headliner?
Headliner.
Will you be particular about who you open for you? Worried about them being too funny? Will you be calculated like that?
Nah, man, I'm out here trying to change the game. And like it's a lot of niggas out here who put together shows and they always like I be seeing some of the same people on like different flyers. I'm like, damn, how they keep getting booked? But it makes sense because the people who booking them, they be comedians themselves, so they putting them on the show because they know that person ain't funnier than them. Like niggas scared to put me on their shows. Like I said, when I first started off, I was on every damn them flyer, but then I started becoming a threat to people. That's why I got on the internet.
Wow.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna just get on the internet, do these skits, and just like build my name up from there. Cause like niggas be hating out here. Like I told you, the comedy game way more cutthroat than the rap game. They see a nigga tall, dark, handsome, funny. That shit a threat to people.
Oh, shit.
And I don't mean to say it like that because, like, females tell me that and other male comedians tell me that. They were like, man, you tall, dark, handsome, like for real. Like, for real. Like, a lot of people tell me that. So it makes sense, though. That's why I just keep going, keep God first, and just keep putting out this content.
Okay. So, like Tinker said, like, what makes it more cutthroat than hip-hop to you?
The fact that like boom, say like you will post a flyer. Like this one girl, I ain't gonna say no name, but she got me kicked out of competition. And she ended up winning the bitch. You feel me? Like she already know like what was going on. And then you got some people like you will post a flyer, they'll hit up the promoter, try to get on, try to get you off the show type shit like that. So it's real cutthroat.
Yeah, man. I do that shit too. That's art of war. You got to be willing to go further than what your enemy is willing to go.
But it's like all the people who hated on me, all the competitions I was in that was rigged against me, like them people ain't doing shit now.
That's how karma work though.
Yeah, and I be happy. I love to see.
I don't
people
believe in
struggle.
karma.
You don't believe in karma?
Hell nah.
So you don't believe karma is one of the laws of the world?
No.
Yeah, karma real.
It's very inconsistent.
It's like whatever you put out in the universe, that shit gonna come back to you.
Exactly.
I disagree.
Why?
I disagree. I feel like karma is very inconsistent. Now, let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? If you keep doing enough stuff wrong, eventually, yes, it can catch up to you. But it doesn't guarantee that it will.
I mean, you ain't lived your whole life yet. So like say like when you get 60, if some shit come to you and like God will put in your spirit, like, yeah, I did this. Cause remember that time you did such and such. Like karma don't come back. Really, it don't come back ASAP.
I just feel like if something Murphy Law, right? Murphy Law says if something can go wrong, it will.
Right.
I just feel like at some point in time in life, something wrong is just gonna happen. That's just life. I don't think it has nothing to necessarily do with what you've done before. Now, we got certain things that are totally predicated based on, like, if you break the law and the evidence show that you broke the law, then yes, you're gonna go to jail. I don't think that's karma to me.
Yeah, that's not karma.
Karma is, I don't believe that if I shit on you when I'm 75, if somebody shit on me, that has something to do with this issue that happened 60 years ago. I don't think that shit happens like that. I don't think karma works like, I don't think karma is real. I understand we want to equate it to something like, oh, this must be an answer because of what I did in the back. But we know that cheaters win. Because look at most millionaires and
That nigga
billionaires.
say cheaters win.
They do, bro. Like, let's not get it twisted. They do. They gain the advantage over people who's willing to play the game fair. They're just playing a higher risk.
Yeah.
But then their demise is always like way more.
They don't
severe than
last
people.
long.
I mean, it's high risk versus high reward.
Like anything gained fast don't last long.
Sometimes it do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what proof do we have that karma shows that everybody that does something wrong, it catches up to them? It doesn't always happen like
I feel like it's happening in the background, like in the divine. Because, like, for instance, don't mean to get, like, all technical or whatnot, but, like, when you pray to God, you're like, God, I really want this. Like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. God ain't going to give it to you when you want to give it to you, but shit adding up in the background. Like, I'm going to see when I'm going to get this to her. Just like shit could be adding up when it comes to bad stuff, too. Like, okay, I'm gonna let you slide on this. I'm gonna let you slide. Then, boom, it just happened. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I see people get killed on the way to Bible study. I guess they did something fucked up a long time ago. That's karma on their ass, huh?
Yeah, God, like, don't turn to me now. Like, you
It's too
come
late.
on up here with me, man.
It's too-
Come on up here with me.
Take you out.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I just don't think karma is that big of a deal. I mean, I do believe necessarily. I guess I'm about to contradict myself. I believe that for every action, there is a reaction.
Yeah.
There's a consequence or a reward. But just to simply say, like, one-offs, because you did one-off, this is a reaction to it 20 years later, that's your karma catching up. I don't believe in that shit. Just like I don't believe in zodiac signs. But that's just me.
What? You said that last time. I don't see
You
how
believe in
don't
that shit, bro?
Like, I believe in, like, the characteristics, but as far as compatibility, you saying, like, oh, Taurus ain't, because I'm a Taurus. So, like, if I meet somebody,
I wish
we
you
ain't
wouldn't have said
compatible.
that.
We ain't compatible. I don't believe in that shit. But as far as how they say, and then when people bring up, like I always, because I get kind of deep with that shit. Like, when people ask me my sign, and then they be like, oh, we ain't compatible. Like, a Taurus, like, my Taurus, that's just my earth sign. Like, your moon sign is what really important. My moon sign is a Pisces. Like, that's what's
witchcraft.
That's what's
Right,
really
yeah.
important. You
The
feel
The
me?
power of Christ compels you.
So people who say that, they don't really be knowing what they be talking about. Like, you don't even know what a moon sign is. Like, the
That's
moon
true.
sign is very important. That's the most important
But
part
do
of
you know your Japanese sign?
Like
The
the
Chinese
animal.
sign.
It's a.
I was born in the year of the rat.
I think I was born in. No, that's real though.
84. I was born in the year of the rat.
I don't know what year I was born in. I looked that shit up before. I don't know though.
I think mine was like a monkey or some shit.
There you go. Lisa, yeah, I got the
You see, I go off of
shit.
numerology. I think numerology is even more accurate than zodiacs and all that shit.
No, Zodiac is bullshit. And I'm about
It
to put
really
this to the
is.
test. Mario is quiet. He's chilled to himself. Tinker. Now guess what sign he is.
I'm gonna
and you better
say-
get the shit right.
I'm gonna say Mario's a Libra.
I'm gonna say he a Taurus,
What are you? Don't tell me. Hold on.
Pisces.
A real nigga. That's
Nigga
the
don't know
Scorpio.
what you is.
so we just gonna start naming all of them? You out of there.
I'm
You
thinking
out
of
of
the- I'm
there.
thinking of
This
the
nigga a
characteristic.
couch. That's what he is. That
Capricorn.
nigga just chill. Lay
I'm
back.
gonna give you another chance. I think you thinking of his earth sign. So let's look at his goddamn moon sign.
Okay, it's
What-
my last try. Gemini. Okay, fuck it.
I know you Aquarius.
She didn't name all of them, but,
I didn't,
Virgo
I
and
didn't think he
Aquarius.
was my sign because I'm an Aquarius too. But
You know
like
what
he's
I'm saying?
quiet. Are you a February in Aquarius? A February Aquarius? January? Me too. I don't know.
See?
My ex was an Aquarius.
What
Oh,
happened?
Lord.
That's what happened. What happened, bro?
I
She's an ex, so
did her wrong.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, and I believe the karma played a big part in that too.
Did it?
I did her wrong. That shit just, I don't even want to talk about it.
Is
Look,
that
he
karma
hurt.
or is that just consequences?
It's karma because like she ain't had shit to do with the consequences.
Because maybe to me, karma is like, okay, you do somebody, like say me and Tinker was in a relationship and I dogged her ass out, right? And then we break up, it don't work. I got my act together. And then now the next girl, I'm doing everything right. And she start dogging my ass
That's karma
out.
because
To
she
me,
ain't got
that's-
nothing to do with the consequences.
Yeah. And that's
she
me.
ain't- She ain't know you got in the
My
new-
name
That's
is
what I'm saying. To
karma.
me,
Was
that's
doing right.
that would equate to possibly karma.
Yeah.
But if you dogging your girl out and that ends the relationship, to me, that's not karma. That's just a consequence for your action.
Yeah, that's the consequence. But when, like you said, when you get in your next relationship, you doing everything right, and she dogging you out, that's your karma.
But if you never get in another relationship, my nigga, you good. You can never be dogged out because technically
Yeah,
we
I
ain't,
think
we
that's
ain't
why.
together.
That's why I think that's why I'm saying.
Hell no, you
No,
better leave that
because
shit alone.
you gonna want to you gonna fall in love. I'm sorry to say, but you gonna fall in love again later on in life, and the girl gonna fucking do your ass wrong one day.
Hey, bro, if you 65 when that happens, so what? You
She gonna
Right.
be taking them,
$40
she
and
gonna be
get you a
taking them checks.
23-year-old and get some nails done and you good.
Guess so.
Just bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But that zodiac sign shit is bullshit, in my opinion. What about WAC 100, right? So let's talk about this. My bad. First, Tinker, I'm gonna let you guide it for a little bit. I'm gonna follow your coattail and then I'll come to my
Okay.
topics.
Well, so you don't want to talk about WAC 100 right now?
If you want to, let's go. I'll let you pop
Well,
it off.
since we already talked about it, I'm gonna be honest. He had me fucking pissed off. First of all, he said that he not a legend. Then decides to say he ain't got no records.
Say who he said wasn't a legend.
Oh, sorry. What's his Nipsey Hussle?
So how you pissed
Yeah,
off?
right.
You don't know his
Yeah,
name.
you even remember the nigga's name. The dude's name.
Because we're talking
Damn.
about Kodak and shit, had me confused for a second. But Nipsey Hussle, my opinion is you don't know the definition of a legend if you're saying he's not a legend. And like you said, T.I. went online and put the definition of a legend, and everybody was like, oh, whatever. But that's true. Like, you can't say nobody a legend based off of how many records they sold. That doesn't make any sense. It goes off of their impact and how they work to the world. That's my opinion.
You want to respond to that first, bro?
I said what I said. I said like when they asked Game about WAC 100 comments, he got his own opinion. Then T.I., he posted what is a legend. So I was like, nah, y'all call that man out how y'all did Kodak Black.
Okay, so now I get what you're saying about the Kodak Black joint. So
Like y'all
'cause
got
Game
on
went
y'all
hard as hell
Yep.
at Kodak. And
T.I. made a video
Yeah.
calling that man out. But now when the WAC 100 say something about Nipsey Hussle, I'm gonna just make a post. I'm gonna screenshot the definition. Then Game, that's just his opinion. Nah, call that man out how y'all did Kodak Black.
Yeah. Sure
Do you think WAC's statement was just as disrespectful or on the same level as Kodak Black's?
Yeah.
I
Think
do.
so.
Yeah, because it's like, shit, the man dead. You don't have to be talking about if he a legend or not. Like, let the man rest in peace.
I think it's.
But
what
you
he-
said he was talking about that amongst his homeboys and it got out, so they had to ask him. That's like, if it wouldn't have got out, like it still would have just been amongst them.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, let's look at it. Both the same thing that happened to WAC 100 happened to Kodak Black. These weren't dudes who went to the internet to pop shit about Nipsey. These were two dudes who were having intimate conversations within a circle. Somebody secretly recorded WAC 100 and released the audio. Somebody was secretly hip recording Kodak from the Black. Kodak from the Black.
Bike.
They was secretly recorded Kodak Black from the back. You know what I'm saying? And then released the audio. So these aren't two guys who jumped on the internet to go out and disrespect Nipsey and go out their way to disrespect him. This was a conversation amongst their crew, which both had, which within your crew, bro, honestly, is factual, right? Like, well, I ain't gonna say factual, but it's understandable why they made those comments amongst their crew. I understand that they was respecting that man's family by not making it public. It was the people who dropped that shit that disrespected the family because this was never content that was meant to hit. But with WAC 100, let's talk about it a little bit because I kind of understand where he coming from as far as Nipsey not being a hustle. Whether you agree or disagree, that's a matter of opinion, right? But what was the last album that Nipsey dropped?
Marathon.
Victory Lap. Was it Marathon?
Yeah,
Victory Lap. That was out a little bit way
I
before.
don't think he ever had an album called Marathon.
Yeah,
I think
the
that's
Victory
just a
Lap was
slogan,
that joint was out way before he passed away.
Right.
Nobody was claiming he was a legend then.
Yeah, and like he whack 100 said, you went from like 1 million followers, you gained like 9 to 10 million
Right.
followers
Right.
after you died.
Yeah, so it's like, I get what Wack is saying. He's saying within the music industry, do you crown Nipsey a legend when he never went on a world tour? He never had a #1 single. I may be wrong on this, but at the time he's never went platinum. Is in the music game prior to his death, was Nipsey Hussle a legend?
Yeah, no, that nigga was just really like to me, an upcoming artist.
Exactly. He was a strong B class artist making his way into the A stream. Like probably by this time this year, if he was able to stay alive and he's always stayed consistent. His work ethic is crazy.
Yeah.
He would have definitely had his chance of his run.
Mm-hmm.
But are we crowning him a legend because of his music? It's okay to crown him a legend for everything that came out that he was doing behind the scenes. Because I'm a guy, if you're going to do stuff for the people and you're going to help people, you don't do that stuff in public.
Right.
You do that stuff in private and you make sure people good. You don't do this to just banner how much you helping people. Like, if you need something from me, I'm not going to go on the internet like, yo, this is my man's. He about to lose his house. So, because I'm his homie, I'm going to give him $2,500 to save it. No, my nigga, I'm going to do this shit under the table, behind the scenes.
I just thought about it. Like, I think I give him legendary status on one simple fact. It's just like the fact that he brought a whole bunch of gangs that was just beefing for decades.
Absolutely.
He brought them together. So,
Yeah, he did.
So
I give him that.
So are we agreeing that Nipsey, the man, we might, I don't know how to say his real name, but him, the person,
Nice.
is legendary.
Yeah, I definitely.
But to be called a legend within the music game,
Nah. I think
that's what Wack was saying.
The only person in music that if they die, they'll become a legend because of their music is Snoop Dogg.
But he's technically a legend now. He don't even have
Exactly.
to die to be a legend.
Living legend.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he the only nigga to me that'll be like a legend.
So why is it okay? Why
Jay-Z too. Oh, yeah.
He's a living legend. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it that it takes some people death? Because Wack was saying that about Biggie. Biggie, when he died, he only had one album out.
Wow.
Can you become a legend off of one album? Because Ready to Die or Life After Death didn't come out until after he died.
Look at Lauryn Hill. She's a fucking legend.
But yeah, I give her. But she also had a group with Fugees.
True.
So she don't have just one body of work. Like, she shown.
Damn, Biggie Smalls only had one album?
One album. Notorious was the
Damn,
only
I didn't
album.
know
And
that.
Life After Death
See?
came out after he died.
And that's what I'm saying. So put him in the same boat as Nipsey. One album. Nipsey had like probably 2 albums, I think. So why
I think they say Biggie was a legend because of the whole Tupac beef, and
The beef.
they think like Tupac had something to do with that shit, whoop the whoop. So it was like a legendary beef.
Now, Tupac, you could say a living legend. He had multiple albums.
You think he's still living? You said
Nah,
living
I
legend,
think he
so.
did.
I
he's
think
dead.
that nigga alive, man.
I think he alive too. No lie.
Why do y'all think he alive? I think he's dead.
I don't know, man. It's just he was just so smart. Like, I think he
He
was
was
smart
fucking
enough to
smart.
get away from the world. Like, that's what you had to do.
You gotta think about it. Tupac's a Gemini. Let's go back to Zodiac.
Okay.
He's fucking smart as shit. He's very calculated in everything that he does.
Mm.
You got to go back to his work. Think about Machiavelli and the whole situation with that. Somebody who actually faked their death.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, this nigga died. Nobody, look, they ain't got pictures of the funeral. We don't know shit. We ain't seen nothing from the situation. We ain't seen none of that shit. So if you that big of a person, we gonna see something. We gonna see a funeral. We gonna see some type of shit.
I think he's dead. After listening to Keefy D them, Keefy D was Southside Crip. You know, when that whole beef was happening, you had, you know, Mob Paru, that's who Death Row was rolling with. And then Diddy, you know, when he was beefing with Death Row, they solicited Southside Crips. That's Keefy D them. Keefy D already came out and stated what happened tonight because they the ones, it was his nephew, the one that ended up shooting and killing Tupac.
They said it was a Muslim nigga.
That's who killed Biggie. That was the dude with the bow tie that pulled up on the side of the car on Biggie.
Oh.
But everybody knew who killed Pac in the hood because what it was is that the nigga that they jumped in the casino,
Yeah, a nigga named, what is it, Orlando?
Orlando
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
That's Keefy D nephew. Orlando Johnson knew, like, he's like, it's one thing to get my ass whooped by a bunch of mob Pyru and a bunch of blood niggas, and I can go back to the hood, but you think I can go back to the hood and say I got my ass whooped by a rapper? You know what I'm saying? So Tupac popped it off on Orlando Anderson in the casino. After that shit popped off, he went and got Keefy D them. They riding around in a white Cadillac. They say they knew that Pac and them was on their way to Suge Club, so they went to the club first, waiting for them to get to the club. They waited 40 minutes. It took too long for them to get there because Keefy was like, him and Suge had did business together before. So he was like, really, we was like, yo, let them niggas swap it out one-on-one or let me, we could chop it up with Suge. But when they didn't make it to the club, they left the club. As they leaving the club and they riding down the street, they start hearing the girls say, them girls in the car start saying, Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. And that's when they saw Tupac and Suge in the Benz. That's when they turned the car around and Orlando Johnson or Orlando Johnson, whatever his name is, he shot up Pac and Suge. Keefy D even said, they like, nigga, if Pac was on my side, I would have shot his ass.
But how nobody in the car get hit but you though?
Who?
Did the other people get hit in the car with Pac?
No, it was Suge and Pac, the only two of the car.
But
Suge got shot in the head.
Oh, he got shot. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay,
Suge got shot in the head. Pac got shot up because Pac didn't die till a couple of days later in the hospital. So what happened was Mob James and them start chasing Orlando and them in the white Cadillac, and them niggas got away. Reason why Keefy D came out with the story is everybody in the car is dead. That was in that car that night that Pac got killed. Everybody that was in the car with him was dead. He was the only one that's alive. He got jammed up in an indictment, and they wanted to close the case. And it was like, yo, you tell us the story of what's going on, what happened that night with Pac, and not only you will get off, but all of the whoever else was his co-defendants in that case will get off. So he told the story. These niggas been dead for a couple of years. Everybody in the car, Orlando Anderson, Keefy D tells the story of what happened that night, kind of the story I just told you. So that Pac conspiracy of him still being alive, he ain't alive, bro. That dude dead. I don't think Pac wasn't the type to hide. He was just too militant. His character doesn't say that he will go into hiding.
But if you fake your death, you get in big trouble for that shit. So maybe he like, fuck, I faked it and I don't want to get in trouble now, so I'm just gonna like.
But who are you faking it from? Like
my nigga, the CIA, the feds.
Yeah. FBI, like you go to
I'm quite sure, bro. You not if you on a list already, you're not hiding from them. It's too late. They're watching you everywhere. If they want to find you, they can. That's one thing I can't say. If they want to find you, they can find your ass. The only way you're going to hide from them niggas is to hide before they even get on their radar. Once you're on their radar, they've been watching you and filming you and recording you for a long time.
I guess it's one of those things we just never know.
Oh, that nigga dead as hell.
You never know.
Or maybe he paying them off because he got money.
You think he got that money to pay the government, though? That much money. He didn't
really
die with that much money. Man, he don't own his music.
That nigga probably doing shows on Mars and shit. He's an alien.
Y'all see that Tupac hologram, though?
Yeah.
At Coachella that one time?
That shit was whack to me.
You think so? Why?
It was just like, if I was there, I was like, man, I would have been like, get this fake shit up out of here. Man.
Boo.
Stupid as fuck.
Oh, man. So, I know we always talk about the top hip-hop list. We was trying to talking about this off camera, but I want to hear your top comedian list.
Mike Epps, Lil Duval, and them top two because they had like personal effects on me in my life. Number 3, I had to go with D. Ray Davis. Number 4, I had to go with Red Fox.
Okay.
And then number 5, the nigga from Bebe's Kid. What his name is?
Man,
what that nigga name is?
It's gonna come to me.
Damn, what that nigga name is?
It's gonna come to me.
Whatever his name, him. Them my top 5.
No Eddie Murphy?
Damn, I can't think of his name.
I get Eddie Murphy an honorable mention. Number 6.
Robin Harris, yeah.
That nigga, he number 5 for me.
Is he the dad from House Party too? Is that him?
Yep.
Yeah, that's him.
That nigga stand up funny. Like I judge people by they stand up.
Okay.
Like not what they did in movies or how funny. I watch they stand up. I like, that nigga funny.
So you're wait, number 1 was who?
Mike Epps, Lil Duval.
You get Mike Epps number 1 out
Okay.
of okay. I ain't gonna respect. I respect that.
Me too.
Yeah, Mike Epps, Lil Duval, D.
I don't
Ray
agree,
Davis, Red Fox, and Robin Harris. My top 5.
I definitely agree with your top 1. But you found Lil Doof. I don't
Top,
find Lil
you
Doof
top
that
think
funny.
Mike Epps is a
You
number
have,
one?
that what I'm saying. Have you seen his stand up?
Okay, that's probably why I've never.
I
seen
know,
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
not-
watch these niggas stand up.
I'm not agreeing
bro.
you with the Mike Epps.
Why not?
Number 1.
That nigga. See, Mike
he's
Epps number
silly.
1 to me because he don't try to be funny. The nigga just funny.
To
Like
me,
you got
he's-
people who write jokes and go out there and then try to make the shit funny. Like I emulate my style because I just think about my life experiences. I just go out there and talk about it, but I don't just talk about it. I write my shit out first, like to structure it. And you feel me? I go from there.
I just feel like he's silly. His stand-up wasn't, like, I would put definitely Cat Williams.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cat.
Fun.
That nigga whack. I ain't gonna say he whack. His voice just annoying. I don't like that. I don't like comedians that get on stage, be doing a lot of screaming. I don't like comedians that always laugh at their own jokes, try to get other people to laugh.
That
Like,
irritates me too.
So Dave Chappelle does that a lot.
nah, Dave Chappelle, he kind of like laid back and fluid with him.
But he'd do a laugh and he'd drop his hand and slap
Yeah,
his
he
leg.
will.
He do
But-
that shit.
Nah, you can do that if you know that shit was funny. Like he don't do it just to be doing and try to get the people to laugh. Like he do that shit because
He really think that shit funny.
that shit was funny to me. So shit.
He's my number 1. Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle?
Yes, he's fucking funny.
Number 1 stand-up. And for a long time, I agree with Faison when he said, like, Dave Chappelle was for white people. Prior to the Chappelle show, I never checked in for Dave Chappelle. After the Chappelle show, I still never really checked in for Dave Chappelle stand-up until recently.
That nigga funny, bro.
He funny as hell.
It's funny. As
So
shit.
now, but prior, I would agree, like, when Faison was saying, like, Dave Chappelle was, like, more so for the white people, and maybe black people, we finally caught up on his humor with the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
Um, But top 5, okay, let me think mine. I get Chappelle number 1. Number 2, I'm going to go Martin Lawrence.
Oh shit, I forgot about Martin. It's funny
Yeah.
as hell.
Number 3, I try to think of people like whose specials like impacted me in some type of way. I'm gonna go Cat Williams. Number 4, I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy. Number 5, I'm gonna throw y'all off on this one, but his comedy special had me dying. Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
I
damn, I
was thinking
forgot
about
about that
Jamie
nigga.
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx go hard with the
He's
stand
fucking
up.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Those
Jamie
my
Foxx
five.
go hard, bro. That nigga, I forgot about him. I switch him out for Robin Harris.
Cause Jamie Foxx, bro, that nigga is off the chain.
That nigga funny, bro.
Who you got, Tinker?
You know what? I like Chris Tucker. I'm gonna make him my number 4 because I love Chris Tucker. It's kind of like
How
that
you
shit-
start with
Stand up
number,
a
wait,
movie.
How do you start with
Okay.
number 4?
I know.
Who it's like out of 5, but who places somebody at number 4
I'm
first?
weird. That's some Aquarius shit. I'm
Okay.
weird. I just gotta put it like that. Like number 4 is Chris Tucker. Number 5, I'm gonna say is Cat Williams. 'Cause
Okay.
I love Cat Williams. Number 1 is Dave Chappelle. Number
Okay.
2, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Number 2, I'm gonna have
But
to
you
go
got a
with,
number 4
Yeah. Yeah.
5.
and a 5, but you can't figure out
Exactly.
2
2
and
and
3.
3.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to me on number 2 and 3. I'm very indecisive. I'm trying to put a woman in there because I know women are hilarious too, and I don't want to leave a woman
Are we
out.
gonna just try to force them in there? You can't
Adele
just be
Givens
forcing them.
funny.
Adele Givens is funny.
Lunel, she funny.
Oh, Lunel. Okay, that's my number 2 right there. No, she my number 3. She my number 3 because she's funny. I'm trying to think of Tiffany Haddish because Tiffany Haddish is funny to me sometimes, but sometimes she do too fucking much. Like,
I feel like she the female version of Mike Epps.
really?
Hell nah.
Yep.
Nah.
I feel like they both get real silly. To me, it's just like either it's hilarious or
Yeah. I know Mike Epps is always hilarious to me, but sometimes Tiffany, I'd be like, girl, you tried it. But she's funny too.
Notice none of us said Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I think he try to be funny.
Yeah, he does.
I think he's funny. I just don't think he's top 5. I definitely put him probably top 15.
I ain't him. He ain't even in that. For
I
me.
think Kevin Hart is one of those ones now that he's so corporate, he's so big that people don't like when people just get too commercial.
Yeah, because I like Kevin Hart. I like the Paper Soldiers Kevin Hart.
Because I hope you get
You
that
seen that
commercial.
movie?
We could sit here and start talking about like, man, I like when that nigga was
That's-
broke and then half shit.
That's
that
the
nigga was on
thing.
that
That's
real
the thing.
comedy.
I ain't gonna never go that. I'm staying true to myself. Like, I had one comic come up to me, like I killed the stage at the Addison Improv. I killed it because like Addison Improv, it was like a lot of white people in there,
Yeah.
but they love to hear our story. So he felt like because he was on Hollywood, he was on the Kevin Hart show. He gonna come up to me like, yeah, man, the nigga word, you might not want to be saying that. Like, and I only said nigga like twice. And I'm like, nigga, I just killed this crowd, nigga. You just hating. Nigga.
I would've
Like,
just
get your
said
bitch
nigga,
ass out
nigga,
my
nigga,
face.
nigga.
Everybody say nigga. Like, you not a
Yeah, I'm like, them white people love that. They
White
want-
people be calling each other niggas behind
Exactly.
closed doors. Do y'all think?
I got
Hell
I
yeah.
got a video right now of my white homeboy. All this, and we just talking. He was like, man, that nigga go hard. Like, that's how he talk. Like, shit. Like, them white people love to hear us tell our story. You just hating. You got it on Hollywood, got on Kevin Hart TV show, and now you don't let these white people get to you. Like, they ain't getting to me. I'm gonna continue to tell my story and be true to myself.
What y'all think about JB Smooth?
horrible, fucking horrible.
He,
Cannot stand it.
he all right.
Dude, mouth be sounding wet as hell. It sound like he all the
Yeah, he all right.
And he just say stupid shit. I be like, and he be trying, like, he's like another Kevin Hart to me. Like, he tried too hard to be funny, then it's not funny no more.
Yeah. I don't know how they really pushed him on that fake reality show with Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Real Housewives. Real Husbands.
Husband Hollywood or whatever. Quick question. I'm gonna switch the subject. What you think about the fan-only pages that chicks are doing on social media where they selling videos and
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans
Yeah.
pages? You seen those joints?
They selling pussy.
That's what it is.
All these hoes selling. I be hating like when I see females like they be having like 1 point something, 2 point something million followers, and then you see what they do, it just say brand ambassador. Like, bitch, like what is you? What the fuck is you doing, bitch?
Brand ambassador is code for selling pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, like bitch, you ain't ambassadoring nothing.
But do you think it's? First of all, let's talk about it. Is you think that's cool? Should prostitution be legal? Do y'all think?
It's legal in Vegas.
Should it be federally legal, like weed?
Yeah,
like
I think
like
it should.
should that be like the two top things on ballots, like weed and prostitution?
I
See-
think a lot of bitches be getting robbed for their pussy.
You feel like if you was to put a price on the pussy, how much should a chick put a price on?
Don't ask me because I'm going to say a
How
couple
much?
million.
Hell no.
To fuck for one night, millions.
Hell no.
I
It
think
depends
for
on who you
one
are.
night, I think they should have started off at 200.
I agree. I
What?
agree. That's reasonable.
I'm just going. I ain't paying though. I'm out of
You out of there, but you're not paying, so you just like, oh, how much is 200? You get in and you out, like,
But
I mean,
you know they gonna want their money first.
yeah.
What they ready first. I feel like if you not the best looking chick in the world and you got to sell pussy, $200 cool.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have
Pussy is
A
powerful.
dude gotta
I
pay
was-
$200 for an ugly face.
I was
Yeah.
pimping, so I know how the shit go.
Oh, so you had that ism.
I was back page pimping before.
Okay.
I was the nah for real. I was the pimp, the driver, and the babysitter. Like I had to watch her
Damn.
son while she go up there and do her thing and shit like that.
I tried.
and it was my girl too. And I was like, I fell in love with my hoe because I was like, damn, she really out here doing this for me. And it was nah for real. It's like we was down bad. And how it all started, my homegirl, she had some hoes. You feel me? So it was like, man, damn, like I had hit her up. I was like, man, let me be your driver or something because I needed some money. And then she actually threw me in the game. She was like, nah, matter of fact, I got something, but I'm going to give you one of my hoes because I'm tired of this bitch anyway. So then my girl, she heard the shit. She was like, I do it too. Then I looked down like, for real? And then next thing you know, like we met up. She gave me her hoe. And I had two of them, but I ended up with just my girl. We ditched that hoe because she was just trying to, finesse us out of the money and shit like that. But with my girl, when I was doing it, like I had to make sure, like I'm fucking you first every morning, because they say you supposed to just fuck your hoe one time and then just let them do that. Like nah, I gotta fuck first every morning.
Every morning.
I don't give a fuck who you been fucking. Like nigga, you still my girl type shit. You feel me? Like That shit
So
was
what
that
the-
shit was real, man.
What's the purpose of y'all then? If I'm doing all the work and I'm getting the money, like
Security. That pimp shit deadly. Like
Okay.
nigga try to rob your ass, beat your hoe. And matter of fact, what made my bitch stop doing it, a nigga tried to like rape her in the alley. And then she ran back to the
You had
car.
on out on the track. She was walking the track.
Nah, we had went
Oh,
for
you said back page though. So.
we went for an out call. You feel me?
I got you.
So like the niggas like come back to the back and type shit. I live in the back, but really it was just, when she got back there, like nigga tried to rape her, and like I heard screaming. I'm like, man, I hope she make it back, cause I swear I'm like, she came back and she wanted me to go do something. I just drove. I was like, man, we ain't fucking with them people, man. This shit serious.
God.
Then she moved. After that she moved back to Monroe. I was
She's
like,
like,
damn.
fuck that.
see,
She like, all you want to do is spend the money. And I remember one time she had an in call. Nigga pulled up. Nigga was like, the nigga was bragging. Nigga was bragging like, yeah, I be selling the phones and shit. So he pulled up to the room. We was in the Super 8 in Irving. He pulled up to the room and I broke in his car and like stole his backpack full of phones. And then the same girl who put me in the game, like she know all the plugs. So I called her up and I showed her the phone. It was just a whole bunch of fake iPhones.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
I was like, this nigga here broke as fuck.
Cap as hell, huh?
Yeah. I stole them hoes.
Oh, you
though.
out here pimping for? You was out here pimping for real?
Yeah, I was in that shit for
Out
real.
the super? You said out the Super 8?
Calimar.
We was everywhere. Like sometimes like my mom ain't know what was going on. All she knew, like I just kept bringing this girl to the house like a few days, a few nights, you know, shit like that. But when we make some money, like we'll go back out and get us a room type shit. You feel me? But I just kept fucking up the money.
So Tinker, $200 a day, and $200 ain't enough.
no, hell no.
Wow.
Do you know what happens when you fuck somebody? Your coochie is loose for like at least a couple, like
Hell no.
like a day or two. You gotta wait to have sex with somebody else. I'm only making $200 every couple days.
Hell no. First
Hell
of all,
no.
I just seen birth giving, and you done gave birth. If a baby can stretch that thing out and stretch back, ain't no penis in the world
Look.
blowing that shit out like a baby.
Yeah.
I had sex with my boyfriend like 3 times one day. And I swear, I was like, my vagina is sore as shit. Imagine having sex with 3 random people like in the day and you got to do it again the next day.
But I'm
Like,
quite sure
no.
most of them dudes probably ain't going for the gusto
Yeah,
of
they
15,
ain't
30
look.
minutes.
And most of them dudes be having fetishes. Like my whole like she had met this one guy. He just wanted her to beat his meat with her feet. Like niggas is weird as fuck.
That's
Like
cool.
motherfuckers got fetishes and shit like that. I was like, really?
So
Some people want you to spit on them.
Yeah, like people
and
just want you
weird
to come
shits.
over and talk to them and
Yeah.
just. You don't have to like. She wasn't fucking every client and shit like that. People just had weird little vibes and shit.
so $200.
I can get $200 just for asking people randomly. Can I get $100? Can I get $100? Hey, that's nothing.
Hell no. Like, dude, I guess this if a dude pay for sex, is he obligated to give you an orgasm? And if he does give you an orgasm, does he entitled to keep
Nah,
his
he
money?
obligated to get his nut if he paying. That's
Right.
what he paying for.
I agree.
But if the girl has an orgasm, does he have the right to keep his money? Because now you both benefited.
Nah, he
Who said I
gotta
wanted
pay.
that nasty ass orgasm? Just because I nutted don't mean I liked it.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that does.
I don't understand that
Yeah,
concept.
that don't make sense.
That does make sense.
How do you nut and not like it?
How do you don't have to like them. You don't have to enjoy it. You don't have to enjoy the experience.
No, I
but
feel
you
like that should be like customer service policy. Is that if a dude comes in and he pays you for sex, it should all be about him. He ain't got to worry about you get shit. He can go as hard as he
agree.
want, as fast as he want. But if you mess around and your legs start locking up and you shake you nut, hey, it's even. You got one and I got one, and
But the
we go out.
agreement was you was gonna pay me.
Until you nutted, and then you
And
fuck.
then- no, the agreement was
You
supposed to
enjoy.
pay me.
Until
I'm
you
not
enjoy
paying
it.
for you for you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's
So
for me.
just nut and say you didn't nut, like ladies. If that's the case. Just
Yeah.
hold it in.
I mean, y'all good at faking anyway, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but have you ever faked on a girl before? Fake nutted.
I have.
I have too.
Yeah, I definitely have.
What? Wait.
Hell
dudes
yeah.
Can do that?
It's, yeah,
can do
Hell
that?
yeah.
And I can fuck a girl and don't even nut just cause I'm
Yep.
tired. Like, man, fuck this hoe. Like
Damn
this
it,
hoe
that's
want to
some whack
keep
pussy
this
then.
hoe want
Yep,
to
I
keep
agree.
going. Yeah, that's what it
That's
is. Like
what
this
it is,
hoe
'cause-
want to keep going. I'm gonna just act like I nutted just so we can say we done.
No
Start
jizz, no nothing. Like
No
how
nothing.
cheap it.
Nah.
Wow.
So now,
I'm outta
girls, whoa, have the tables turned? Because y'all thought y'all was the only ones out here faking like, girl, nigga, I faked on that nigga.
Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
be
niggas, we
faking.
be out here with the oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was woo.
So y'all don't know when a girl faking? Y'all can't tell when a
We
girl's
don't really
faking?
care because we trying to get ours.
Facts.
I mean, that's fucking around with some random, but I'm talking about your girl. Like, you
Shit,
don't know
with
when
that,
a
we
girl...
don't care. With the girl,
Damn.
like, we don't give a damn. Like, we just trying to get ours.
Well, I mean, my personal experience, I feel like it's better when we both are pleasured. It's better when we both feeling good.
It is.
That's safe, but every girl think they good at sex.
Exactly.
That's true.
And you know why?
Bitches be riding. You like, oh, you feel that?
They
You
be
feel
scooting
that?
back and
Like-
back.
Like Lil Duval say, like, bitch, you ain't doing nothing but moving your shoulders. Bitch. Like, that shit was funny. Way that's his stand up. Like, you got to check that nigga out. You like, oh, you feel that? You feel that? He said, bitch, you ain't doing nothing but moving your shoulders.
No, that's real.
They got a
like-
trick for that. They say you got to spell out the word something, like when you're riding the dude to make it feel good.
I guess.
It's like you got
I
to
don't
spell
know.
out like good or cookie or some shit like that.
But I feel like this, right? I think most women walk around.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Man, I bet that better not happen to me. I bet not sit there and start filling the letters. That's gonna be some bullshit.
You was like,
But I tell you a fail though, right? And I probably shouldn't. I'm probably getting in trouble like a bitch at home, but fuck it. So I was reading this book. I was reading this article. You know, I'm trying to make my sex game better. You know, so I'm critiquing myself. Like, you know, I don't want to get complacent, thinking I'm out here just doing the shit. So then I was reading some article, and it gave you like a rhythm, like 2 long strokes, 3 deep strokes, then 2 long strokes. Then
I
2,
do
3.
that.
And so I was doing that shit, and I'm thinking like, yeah, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. Man, my wife stopped and looked at me like, the hell is you doing? I was like, you liking that shit? She said, hell no.
At least she
Like,
told you.
nigga, no. Like, no. Like, whatever you used to do, keep that shit. But that shit you doing, no. But I think women, y'all have the luxury, right, of telling a nigga he whack at sex. Because y'all know y'all can have sex whenever y'all want to. You can be the ugliest chick in the world, and you can have a nigga pull up.
really?
Pussy hell, man.
Hell yeah. You can be the finest nigga in the world, and you still got to wait for the ugliest girl in the world to say yes.
Yep.
So
That's why I said, boy, I wish I had a pussy, boy, because I'd be rich. But
That's
Like,
what you're saying until you got one. People judge you for
I don't give a
fucking
fuck.
for money.
Hey, this
And that's what I
2019.
would.
You wouldn't fuck for money.
Me?
Yeah.
It would have to be a lot of money.
So you would.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause what's
Anybody
a
who
lot
says
to
that they
you?
wouldn't is lying.
Because what's a lot to you may be less to somebody else, and then they be judging your ass. Like,
I hate when bitches be like, I would never do that. That's so, like, bitch, yes, you would.
what's a lot of money?
If somebody say, I give you $1 million to fuck me right now,
But what makes you think you got $1 million pussy?
will make you think you can fuck me for free or for nothing? I
we not
put a
saying, we
price.
just said $200.
If I put a price on it and you don't want to pay for it, that's on you.
But
man.
we just said, we didn't say
man,
for free.
all I know is if a girl got, say a girl behind on her rent, she need like $200, she gonna fuck for that.
Facts.
Just
That's real.
to pay that rent, to keep that roof over your head. You know, I don't give a fuck if you were behind $30 or $40. Like, to
Sure.
make sure you ain't getting them late fees, you finna
No.
fuck for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not about to sit there and lose and
keep,
rack up them fees.
and keep letting the 8
Fuck
late
outta
fees
here.
add up.
I'm not fucking nobody for no $40.
You get out of here. Because that $40 is like $1 million.
You ain't
right
got
now.
to say like fuck for $40, but like if you behind $40, you gonna fuck a nigga and then you gonna finesse the $40. You ain't gonna say like I just want to fuck you for $40. You gonna like, oh, can I have $40, $50 real quick? You know, I'm trying to get this done. You ain't gonna tell them what it's for.
Hell no.
But your whole intent, your whole motive was, yeah, I fuck this nigga, so like I'm finna get this money up out him. I need this.
I think $200 is a good number.
Yeah,
No,
200 is
absolutely
good.
not.
That's a good
$1
start.
million is some bullshit.
I mean, okay, realistically, like $50K.
Get the fuck out of here, Tinker.
Absolutely.
You sound like a
50K?
brand ambassador now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I was.
50K. How do you?
Yes.
How do you come up with that number?
Look, first of all, I'm not gonna be fucking. If we fucking for money, I'm not fucking anybody. If there's money involved, you're not gonna be no random ass regular ass nigga. Because I'm trying to get the money, I'm going for the big. I'm going
So
for the
you
big
want a
people.
boyfriend that got that type of money?
No, it don't gotta be my boyfriend. If you want to have sex with me, if somebody hit me up in my DM right now and said, we finna have sex, and it's somebody like Diddy or like fucking Jay-Z or some shit like that, you gonna pay me.
Hell no.
They
You
gonna
pull
pay
it up
me.
off
Look,
the
they, you know,
cloud.
they gonna say, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
And I'm gonna say, nigga, go on to the next bitch because
Nah,
no.
them niggas ain't dropping.
Them
You
niggas
go-
getting, I think
They
bitches,
buying Birkin bags for bitches that
I
cost
think bitches
$50,000.
paying them the fuck.
I believe it.
They buying bitches bags that cost $30,000.
Okay, that's a bag, and they probably got an endorsement somewhere, and they pulled the bag out for free.
Yeah.
No, like Future said, he cashed out all his bitches. Anybody that's his bitch, he gonna get them whatever they want.
That's easier than getting them stuff because I'm quite sure he got endorsements and he got connections to all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he not giving them the money.
But who's to say he's not giving them the money?
I'm just saying it just makes more sense. You
That's
know?
why
So would you
rappers
fuck
always
for
talking about
$200?
gifts and shit. What they buying bitches.
I'm a guy. I be trying to fuck for free all the time.
But would you fuck for $200? If somebody was like, I'll give you, somebody had to pay you, you would rather them give you $200 or fuck for free.
I'm just a guy that I'm just flattered that you even offering me.
Yeah, for real.
Like, goddamn, how much? 10? You gonna give me shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause a chick pulled me on Thanksgiving. Like, nah, she did. Like, cause I had made a post. I was like, man, I ain't got nobody. I was sad. I'm like, I ain't got nobody here. No family. My mom live in Georgia. I'm just out here by myself. Then she left a comment. She was like, let's go to the movies and see Queen and Slim. She took me to the movies. Fucked
That's
me.
who you went with.
Yeah, she fucked me and shit. She be
Yes.
giving me some money.
There you go.
That was the first time y'all met?
Yep. And I was like, see, I like that.
Shout
Like,
out
you
to you,
grown. I'm grown. Like, fuck all that. Like, I ain't.
She
finna-
older?
We the same age, 31.
Okay.
And we like, we both on some grown shit. Like, we like each other. We both attracted to each other. We finna fuck. All that. Nah, I don't want to feel like a hoe. And like, man, I like grown women.
Oh,
Like,
see, that's a different story. I don't agree with if you. I feel like if you like somebody, y'all want to fuck, y'all fuck. You ain't gotta wait for no
Yeah.
months, a week, or a day. If you feel like you want to have sex with them,
yeah, because she pulled me. I'm like, okay, shit.
But you don't agree with paying or selling?
it's the whole thought of I'm selling myself to you is this fucks me up.
Why?
Makes me want to put a higher price on it. If you saying like you about to pay for it, it just makes me not like it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, put the higher price. Can they do an installment plan?
Right.
No, I need to have my shit up front. Would you go to the drug dealer and say, "I'm gonna give you
They be
some,
fronting shit all the time.
Yeah.
Drug niggas is the niggas
can't
that
front
front the
pussy.
most.
You can't front no pussy.
You can.
You either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it.
You can.
Got to call like a collection agency. Like, hello, this is Tinka. I'm calling Mr. Johnsonville because he's past due on his pussy payment.
I mean, I feel like you should help a girl if they need help. If you want to win points, you should help her anyway.
Who gives a fuck about points, Tinka?
I mean, if you
What
just,
points are we getting?
I mean, if you just want to fuck and you just want to get a nut, that's one thing. But if you want to impress somebody, trying to give them money or fucking for money, I feel like you should just do it out the kindness of your heart. If you want her to be good, you want her to be good. You want her to be without the rent paid. She shouldn't have to fuck you to pay her rent.
So you gotta let her. If you let her suffer long enough, then her prices come down.
She can go to the next nigga is what she go do. She gonna be like, well, fuck this nigga. He ain't talking about shit. I'm
Obviously, she wasn't because her rent wasn't getting paid.
maybe you was nigga number 1 and she got to go to nigga number 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm glad you said that. So speaking of lists, this is my theory. And maybe I'm wrong, and this is how I operated as a guy. But since as a guy, I don't have the luxury of telling a girl she trash at sex because I don't determine when sex go down. I used to create a list. Like I had my my top 10 who I call and hope that answer the phone and let me slide through. And then I just work down that list. So if the number one
Wow.
person that texts, they be like, yo, what's up? You know, what you got going on tonight? Or what y'all say that what you doing text? She on some bullshit like, nah, nigga, I go to number 2, then number 3, number 4. If you was to guess what number on the list you are on most dude, well, this not going to work for you, Tinka, because
Why?
you married.
I'm not fucking married, first
Okay.
of all.
All right, whatever. So I think every girl should sit here and evaluate what list they on when a dude hit them up. Because you may not, as much as you be like, oh, this nigga always hit me up, you probably number 18. And he's hoping that you answer this call.
I don't know I'm number 1, so yeah,
How
maybe
do
you should
you
ask
know
somebody
that?
else.
How you know?
I know look, the niggas
You know,
that
y'all light-skinned girls be lazy as hell.
if I was to be fucking with the niggas, which I'm not, I would say I'm number 1 on the niggas that I'm fucking with list.
I don't
And
know,
if
they
I
be
ain't,
saying
you
light-
don't need to talk to me then.
They say light-skinned girls be lazy as hell. Y'all just be thinking y'all cuteness is enough.
Light skinned girl think they a whole different race. Like that's
Some
why
some
I
light-skinned
like
girls.
dark skinned bitches.
Some light-skinned girls, but some light-skinned girls are like me. I'm one of a kind. Like, I have my own mind, my own, like, you know, I'm a weirdo. I like aliens,
Yeah.
and I like weird shit.
Oh,
You can
I
decline that,
grab
bro.
it. It's all good. Said, let it ring. This is a podcast. This ain't like a syndicated TV show.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What you say, Tinker? So you like aliens and shit?
Yeah, I'm a different type of breed. Like a lot of niggas tell me like I thought you was gonna be like this, and when I met you, and now
A lot of niggas.
Yeah, a lot of niggas tell me that.
How many is
A lot of niggas.
I mean, a lot of niggas tell me that. Like pretty much every nigga that I come into encounter with, they tell me I thought you was gonna be a bitch. I thought you was gonna be mean, but you real cool and you weird. I'm a weirdo.
But that don't negate the fact that you not light
I
skinned
think
when it
that
comes
be
to sex.
game. Like, I don't told a lot of bitches that.
Yeah, I
just to
had
make
to.
it seem like
No,
you know.
but-
You
you
fell
like-
for it too, Tinker.
I
You
know
fell
for a
the
fact.
shit.
No, I know for a fact I'm a weirdo. Like I will be chilling with somebody and I'll be like, "Ooh, the girl alien spaceship," like or some shit like that, or some weird ass shit. Like, what do you think about death or some shit? Like,
You
I'm a
watch
weird-ass
anime?
bitch. Anime, as in like, what love got to do with it?
Nah, just what they call that shit anime?
Yeah, that Dragon Ball Z shit.
Whatever it's called. You watch that?
Nah.
Then you ain't weird then. Any
What?
bitch that
I
watch
watch
that
Dragon
is
Ball
weird to
Z.
me.
Yeah.
Nah, I watch Dragon Ball Z.
I don't watch none of that.
Like we had
That's
a guy.
weird.
We had a guy last week who was what was his? He was like an alien
Yeah,
expert,
UFO
expert,
journalist.
And I felt right at home. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to know all this shit." Like I wasn't even talking because I was too busy listening, like trying to figure out some shit.
You still ain't negate the fact, combat the fact that you light skinned and y'all be lazy as hell at sex. Y'all think y'all just be.
No, why you keep? This is not toward light skinned people. I think it's just different women like to be pleased versus pleasing.
But it's more likely that light skin. That's what they say. I'm not saying it's true or not.
I think it's true.
Light
Yeah.
skin, y'all just be like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, I can just lay here. And
Yeah, I think that's true.
That's your style though.
That's not my style. No,
That's good. You,
absolutely not.
You dark skinned at heart.
I'm with Dirk. I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. I'm dark on the inside, I guess.
So what y'all think? Shit.
Oh, that shit wasn't even on.
What?
The
Oh, no,
live?
what's the name? Hey, shit, you can still turn it on now. They just have to tune in for the rest of the part.
yeah.
There you go. I don't know, man. Like, so what's the what was the other topic? So we already hit the we hit the WAC 100. Mm-hmm. We hit pay. Oh, so we never still touched on pay only. So we talked about selling it. Like, y'all think that's a cool come up? Is it embarrassing? Y'all think that's a cool hustle for chicks?
I think it's your business. You want to sell it, but
You gonna start you a fan only page?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Why not?
I wouldn't do it, but I feel like if you want to do that to make your money, nobody's touching you. No, you're not like having sex with anybody. You're just on camera.
So why wouldn't you do it yourself?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it. Just not if I'm at the point in my life where I'm comfortable, I don't have to do that. But if I had to, hell yeah, I would.
I'm about to start my own fan only page.
You should. What are you gonna name it? Big D on
I'm gonna call it Heaven on Earth.
Heaven on Earth.
Yeah. Say I'm gonna sit and eat marshmallows and shit. Do some fat nigga shit.
I mean, nobody's touching you. You're just sitting in front of the camera, so I don't see why it's a problem.
Women need to bring back the 90s style Afro coochie.
You like that bushy
no
shit?
shave November?
Yeah, I like that.
That
I don't
bushy
like.
shit?
I don't like a bald pussy. That
What?
shit's stupid to me. I like hair on my shit.
I can't.
So you can eat a girl out with hair on it.
I mean, yeah, that's ain't
I
gonna
like
stop
that.
nothing.
Ugh.
Like on Dolomite, how she ripped that shit off.
Oh my god.
That's how a nigga like that shit. I like my shit like that.
Why though?
I don't know. It's just like growing up. Like my mom, like used to have her friends come over before they used to go to the club. You know how women get dressed in front of each
Yeah.
other and shit. I used to see that shit like, and I used to think that's how
That
that
bush.
shit. I used to always think that's how that shit supposed to look like that. And growing up in middle school, you know, like nigga be seeing like looking between girls' legs and they have on skirts. You like, damn, her shit fat. You be thinking like, damn, her shit hairy. Like that why it's fat. Like nigga like that shit.
That is not sexy.
Like I like that shit.
What?
Like, I want
That's
my
not
shit to look
sexy.
like that.
Like it's in the summertime. It drips sweat and like it
Drips?
makes
I don't care. Nigga want that natural scent, that natural wild scent. It just make you feel like you fucking animals mating.
Oh
You
my
get that
God.
scent. Like for real.
So you a different breed type of dude. I feel like.
I like that.
So you a pheromone type of guy?
Yeah,
That's-
pheromone,
nah,
yeah.
If it got older than me, I'm out.
Nah,
I'm out. But I
We
get
all
it though.
don't have some stank good pussy. We all don't have some
Wait
stank
a
good
minute.
pussy.
That's
bro.
like saying we all have some good stanky dick.
Y'all have.
I think
Niggas ain't
girls
washing
get more
their ass
stank
every
dick
day.
than dudes get stanky vaginas.
I guarantee you, no bitch is gonna fuck a nigga with a stanky dick.
I disagree. I
disagree.
have been times at the football practice where girls are not caring. I know. I'm like,
I mean, that's football practice, but just like a regular stinky dick for no reason, just because you got hair and you sweating, that's not sexy.
I don't know. I can't mess with a girl that stink. I feel like when girls stink, y'all stink differently. It's a whole aggressive, different stink.
y'all
Yeah,
It's like-
it's like death.
Oh,
stank as fuck.
But I feel like if you stink, that means something is wrong. If a woman stink, that means something is wrong. There's not no sweat. That means they got some type of bacterial, some situation going on if they smell like that.
that's real.
Yeah, definitely.
So I saw this this weird ass, who was it? Video on Instagram the other day. And this is random as hell. But the dude, I don't know if he was a comedian, but he made a video about he in love with a stud.
Oh my God, I seen
That
that one.
shit had me
That shit
dying.
was.
That shit had me
Did
dying.
you see that? You haven't seen it?
Nigga was like, yo, the stud was
that nigga
pushing him
gay.
on the swing. That shit had me crying. You
And
think-
like the stud somebody tried to holler at the dude, and the stud was like, "Bitch, what you want of my nigga, bitch?" Some shit. And then the girl was like, "I'll see you later." Like, you ain't gonna see shit, bitch. Like, just all
so
out like a
wild.
nigga, like dressed like a dude, everything.
If a dude in love with a stud, that nigga gay.
yeah, that's what it is.
Because the stud want to be a boy, right?
Yeah, but they have some pretty studs, some studs that are cute.
She still got a vagina though.
Hey, man, I can't do
And
it.
now if he getting smashed down with a strap,
That's probably what's going
this,
on.
that's probably what's happening.
That's gay to y'all?
If for a dude to get smashed with a
Booty-
strap,
No, booty play.
no, that's
Yeah,
not gay to
yeah.
me.
That's
That's
not gay.
to me.
Booty play like what?
Like,
Like,
a girl eating your ass. That's
Girl
not gay
in
to
your
me.
ass or like finger in
I
the
get my
ass.
ass. Hey, that's cool with me. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. It's like, let me lift my left leg. There you go.
Like, if a girl eat my ass, I don't think I'll fuck with her no more.
Why?
I like her.
It's
Bitch,
your
you,
ass.
Like, bitch, you nasty. Like,
I mean, I think about like, damn, I know the type of shits I done taken. And you took this route. That's
like,
bold
bitch,
as
you
hell.
nasty as fuck.
I mean, I don't think it's nasty if your ass is clean.
That's real.
But if your G spot is in your ass and you want to please your man and it's in the ass, well, you got to get to it some way, somehow.
In the ass, you kind of just different. Now you say in the ass.
The G spot is in the ass. It's in
I
the
was just
ass.
saying, but no girls getting in my ass. You can lick the
I
asshole or
mean,
lick around it.
The clit is right there, but it's not in there. If
That's
you
different
lick
for
it,
girls.
y'all clit is in y'all ass, basically.
Y'all different for girls. I feel like as a dude, I don't think, I put it like this. If you a dude and at any point in time, you get penetrated or have penetrated a man,
Turn that on.
anytime you have penetrated or been penetrated by a man, you gay.
Yeah, you are. I ain't no questions about that.
Of course.
Your
By a
ass
dude.
gay.
I think most things that you do with a female, like 99% of the things that you do with a female is not gay. But the moment a female puts on a penis and beat a dude down from the back with a penis, you're gay.
Super gay.
You're out of there. There's no coming back
I
for that.
guess you're right.
And if you're a
Guess
dude
so.
and you sitting there and she got on a strap on and you sucking the strap on,
No, that's
a-
definitely gay.
Oh, that's gay.
You should not want to suck anything.
I'm just saying. So that's my caveat. So a girl licking your ass, in my opinion, that's not gay. That's kinky. A finger in the ass, to me, that's not gay either. That's kinky because every dude, if you want to live, eventually you're going to have to go to the doctor. The doctor going to have to
True.
stick his finger in
That's
your ass
true.
for you to determine if you got prostate cancer or not. But the strap,
That's when it
butt
becomes
plugs,
gay.
to me, you have now crossed over to the
Some
other
people are
side.
just openly sexual. Like some people just really are.
And that's
sexual
fine.
People.
And that's fine if you are openly sexual. I'm not against that. That's cool.
I don't think anything's wrong with butt play for dudes. I don't think it's gay. I think it's sex. I think
I
it's,
mean,
if you like it, you like it.
Even if you gay, I mean, shoot, if you gay, that's up to you. I mean, what you suck don't make me nuts, so it don't make no difference to me. So, but in my opinion, if my homeboy's like, yeah, bro, I met this bad bitch, bro. We went to her house, she put on the strap and beat me down.
Nigga gay, man.
That's gay. And it's cool if you gay. I'm just saying, but that is gay. If you ask me, like, okay, friend, then you can't say you bisexual as a dude because that don't exist. You know, you're gay. So that's my opinion.
Bisexual and dudes doesn't exist. You can't like girls and
Nah,
guys.
ain't no such thing as no bisexual dude. Your ass gay.
You can't like girls and guys if you're a dude.
Nah, bro, your ass gay.
Man.
I mean, you
come
could
on now.
double dip. You just can't. The title of gay will not stick to you, buddy. You are gay. That's just what it is.
I know a guy who likes girls and guys. Like he has fucked dudes and he has a girlfriend.
That's cool.
But I don't
He's gay.
consider him gay though. I consider him bisexual. I mean, it's different when you have the LGBTQ gay the community. They are very, very particular about that shit.
I mean, that's cool.
Okay. All right, so Calimar, let me ask you, how did you know that you were funny? That made you want to be a comedian for real, for real?
I think I've been funny all my life, but I ain't take the comedy serious to 2017. And I actually was in a relationship going through some dark times. Cause how I got into the comedy, I was rapping at first. And I had I always wanted to sign with T.I. And I remember like 2015, he pulled up the Club Onyx and I had a CD for him. And it was actually the cover of that CD was his cover of Urban Legend, but it was just me. Like I had bought the jacket and everything. So when he pulled up, you know, I waited out there for like 3-4 hours. I had spoke with Trader Truth and like his manager and everything. They was like, he gonna be pulling up soon. I'm gonna make sure like you talk to him and stuff like that. So when he pulled up, he was like on the right. He was in the back seat on the passenger side. He had some bitch to his left. It wasn't Tiny. And then he had his driver. So I had gave him my CD or whatnot. I had gave him a birthday gift. It was a foxtail and shit like that. So when he looked at the CD, he chuckled to himself. He was like, "You sure you want me to listen to this?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's the hardest thing out right now." And the CD was called Best Thing Since Tip. So he put the shit in his back seat and got out and went in the club. So my whole time I was just thinking like, yeah, when he get back in, like when he leave the club, he ain't gonna have no choice but to listen to that shit because he gonna see it. So I was like, man, shit, and he gonna call me. So like 2 months went by, I ain't getting no call. So I was just fucking mad. I was in a relationship. I was just mad at my girl. And then I was like, man, I need to find something to do. And I was like, I'm finna talk about your ass. So then I got on stage and then my whole material was about relationships and shit. And it was about her. Then people found that shit funny. And I was like, damn, this is something I could be good at. And I just kept from there.
Okay. So, first show. When was like your very, very first show? What was that like?
My first show, I actually got paid. Like,
Oh, damn,
and a lot of comedians was mad. They were like, man, you getting paid already? It was just $40, but I was happy as fuck. Like, damn, like he thought I was good enough to pay me. And then shit, it just went from there. Like I started making a name for myself. And then like I say, like I started becoming a threat to people. Motherfuckers stopped putting me on their shows and I just got on the internet.
How long have you been doing? I don't think we asked you. How long have you been stand-up comedian?
Since October 17, 2017.
October 2017.
Hey man, you very seasoned.
Consistent.
In season for that. That's like a short period of time.
That's
You know
why
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
like these
That's
niggas
real.
like niggas afraid of me. Like I don't mean to be sounding like arrogant and shit, but I be telling saying what people tell me. Like, man, you a threat. Like people always tell you, like you a threat to these niggas out here and shit like that. So I be looking at it like, damn, maybe I am. Like I'm just trying to work shit.
Do you feel like it necessarily has to be a threat, or is that just a perception? Like, is it enough room for all comedians, or
Nah, it ain't.
or it is really is like, hey, I got to beat this
Yeah.
competition. Yeah,
The reason why I go so hard, because I developed the mentality like I'm blackballed from the game. So that's why I go so hard. I be like, man, they blackballing me, man. They ain't putting me on their shows. Because like I say, like, it be a lot of comedians on flyers, and the person who putting together a show a comedian himself. So that's the reason why he putting these niggas on the show, because he know that he funnier than them. So I just be looking at it like, man, they know like they ain't gonna put me on their show. They think I'm gonna get all the hoes and shit like that. So I was like, man, I just want to work. I go to my show after my set, I leave.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to mingle with nobody and shit like that. Then when I do got a show, you ain't gonna know I'm in the building, because I like to remain mysterious till it's time for me to hit the stage and shit like that.
Okay. So you got a competition tomorrow, show tomorrow. Kind of give us a breakdown and a run through and the time and all that stuff about the show tomorrow.
Well, the competition, I actually performed in it last year.
Okay.
But I ain't make it out the second round because it's a numbers game. You feel me? Like how they do it, you know, after the show or whatnot, they pull up this link that everybody got to go to and they vote and shit like that. So basically, you just got to bring people out. Cause last week I seen the unfunny motherfucker like make it to the next round, but they only made it because they brought a lot of people out. So I was like, damn, this what I'm up against. You feel me? Like motherfuckers ain't going by just pure funny and pure talent. It's about like how many people you can bring out, and they do it like that because the club want to make their money from like drinks and food and shit like that. So I like this year, like I'm gonna make sure I bring a lot of people out, and I think a lot of people gonna come out because this year
we in there tomorrow.
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely.
that. Appreciate
I'm gonna
that.
do my high pitch scream.
And I think this year I'm gonna make it because like I say, like last year I wasn't doing like the internet skits, so I don't kind of built like a little fan base and shit like where people want to come see. Like I want to, like people be thinking like I want to know if this nigga like really funny like on stand up type shit. But sometimes like I go live on my set, you feel me, just to show people like, you know, like just to give them something to watch. And a lot of comedians, they ain't gonna go live because they gonna feel like, they probably feel like, man, I might bond. What if I bond tonight? What if I don't do good? I don't want to put this shit on live. And then people think like, I'm going live. I know I'm finna kill this hoe.
Well, I guess then wouldn't some people not want to go live because if you got like your set, you don't want to go live because if you go somewhere else, you don't want people to be like, okay, that's the same set.
Look, that's another thing. Like me, I write every day. I write new shit every day. So I ain't afraid to go live. Like, cause next time you see me, it's gonna be some whole different shit.
What influenced you to like? What influences your comedy? Like you said, everyday life or?
Yeah, I just think about like shit I've been through, and now that I'm older, I can talk about it now and talk about it my way. Like some of my jokes, my mama even hit me up like, "Damn boy, you remember that?" And type shit like, "Hell yeah, I remember that shit." And plus, like I'm the only child, so I was just stuck with I was just always stuck with my imagination. So a lot of that shit come from like my imagination and shit that I seen. And I just know how to write that shit and make it funny. Because like I said, if it's funny in my head, I'm going to say it. And normally if it's funny in my head, it's probably going to be funny to y'all because I ain't going to deliver that shit halfway. I'm going to make sure.
Kids?
Yeah, I got 2 kids, 2 daughters, 11 and 2. My 11-year-old live in Florida. My 2-year-old live in Louisville. I'm finna go, pick up once I leave here.
Okay.
Type shit.
Man, 2 daughters.
Yeah, man. I ain't stopping until I get a son.
Nah, man,
Oh, Lord.
Good luck. God has shown, I guess karma, I must live life right because I got my boy first and my girl second. So I must have been doing something right if that's karma.
Yeah.
Right?
You have.
So you been fucking up somewhere.
Yeah,
You've been doing somebody wrong.
I've been doing a lot of women wrong, man. I'm still gonna keep. What did that post I said? What that post I just made?
He literally made a post that said, "If I did you wrong in 2019,
next year, same time, same place, bitch." Like, for real, I ain't playing with
You
these.
trying to
Right.
get stabbed in 2020.
he'll play him."
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. As long as they know. You put the disclaimer out there so they know what they
And I made another post. I think 2 days ago. I said I'm finna start lying to women because I think I be too honest and too real. Like women ask me what I want, and I just be like, man, I just want to be friends and fuck until I can figure this shit out. So now I just said I'm finna start lying to women and tell them I want to be in a relationship and just finesse them out the pussy because that's what they used to.
Because then they're gonna be crazy.
Hey man, like all this being honest and keeping it real, like it's keeping me
It's a
from
setup.
not getting none.
It's a setup. They setting you up as a crash dummy. Like, bro, just be real. Just tell me what you really want. And then you just jump your ass off that cliff and then that shit get shut down on you.
Hey, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, just start lying. Then,
That's why. That's why I'm gonna start lying. I'm just. I want to be in a relationship. I want a family.
I'm not a good
I
liar.
want that big house with the
Wait,
fence.
I think I did see you post that on Facebook.
Yeah,
That's why he want a family. He want to settle down.
yeah. I'm lying now. It's 2020. I'm lying all 2020.
Hey, you gonna win. Because cheaters win. That's what they say, right?
Do your kids influence your comedy a little bit? Because you say you got 2 girls. Do you ever incorporate shit that they do? Because you grew up
Not
single by yourself, so.
I don't incorporate them in my material. I'm still too busy talking about my relationships and my family and shit.
So that's what sparks up that fire in you, talking about your relationships, like with your family, and then maybe your girlfriend or some shit like that.
Yeah, like a lot of comments think I'm like a gigolo and shit like that from my material, but it's just like that's what I really been through. And you can tell like a comedian when he on stage talking about females, like you can tell he lying. You can look at him and like just like nigga, you ain't got no hoes type shit. But motherfucker look at it, this shit believable. Like yeah, he probably did go through that shit. You feel me?
Especially the way you talk too. Like the way you talk is believable. Like I watched your stand up and I was like, okay, I feel like this nigga telling the truth.
I am.
Yeah,
The fuck you talking
because a
about?
lot of people don't tell the truth when they comment. They just say whatever.
My
sound
shit
funny.
be true.
Tika, have you had a chance to see him in person yet?
No, this is my first time seeing him in person.
So you never saw his stand up in person?
Not in person. I
Y'all
seen
gotta
his
come
stand-up.
tomorrow,
I
man.
saw it firsthand, but we gonna be there tomorrow.
I
Yeah.
gotta come tomorrow, man.
You know, so I'm gonna be there. Tinker might not show up. She be flaking.
I'm
and shit.
definitely going to show up. Okay,
But I'm
that's
gonna
my
be
word.
there with body paint on, bro.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Lit.
you gotta come.
With my
I
high
don't give a
pitched
fuck how
scream.
you come, just come.
You know, so I'm in there like I've been there. Pause.
And it's gonna be jumping too, man. Like every year, this little competition be jumping, man.
And that improv got that little bar right there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Improv night really be lit. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna lie. It be lit.
yeah,
I'll go there than I'd rather go there than go to the club.
Well, it's tomorrow on Sunday.
yep,
That's the Lord's Day.
yep.
No, fuck it. We just go.
Actually, I think Saturday is the Lord's Day. The
Oh
Sabbath,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Sabbath. Yeah. What is your
Okay.
religion?
Christian.
The Christian.
But
And you
it's a
still go
ch-
by the Sabbath?
It's a church in Fort Worth. They had church on Saturday. I told them I gotta visit that church. Like
Like
they
Seventh-day Adventists or something.
they believe in that, and it's like it's like a black church too. Like none but black bitches walking up out there. Them hoes coming out stepping fine. Cause I be like the reason why I see it, cause I be on my way to the parlay place to like bet my place my little bets and shit. You know they be having church and shit on Saturday. I was like, man, I gotta visit that church. I think that I want to make that my church home.
That's why I stopped going to black churches.
Why?
Cause black women be thinking they slick. Like you go to black churches, they be wearing tight ass pants.
Yeah.
And they swear to God, they be praising the Lord and they get to jumping up and down, but
And-
that ass get the
And
Yeah.
the
bouncing.
boobs be out.
Yeah,
I
you
said,
can't help
the
but
devil.
lust in church.
I'm like, you can't. I was like, bro, I'm not focused on the Lord. Not this sermon. She up here slaying in the spirit. That ass just clapping away.
Yeah.
I said, you can get
You know
my
what
ass
they
up
say?
out
They
of
say Christian women go to church to find a man.
Yeah,
They do.
I'm
the
lusting.
pastor.
You Muslim?
be winning.
Is that what you
I
said?
say I'm lusting in church.
Oh, you lusting.
Yeah, that's tough.
See,
That's tough.
Y'all go by the Sabbath too. I got a Muslim dad and an Israelite mom, so they both go off of the Sabbath.
Tomorrow I'm speaking on that on stage about
For real?
my auntie was dating this Muslim nigga with no voice.
Like, what you
Wait,
mean he
what?
couldn't talk?
Like nigga had one of them things you put to your
Wow.
He was a Muslim. I'm like that's gonna be that's a new joke too. Like even though it's a competition, like I'm finna say that shit. Like most people like get up there like say they original material. Like nah, I'm talking about that. I got like whole new shit I'm finna talk about tomorrow.
Damn. So how does he? Well, I guess he can be Muslim with no voice. I guess.
I mean,
I'm like, how?
That's
but
just
like,
like-
which Muslim though? Like, is he Nation of Islam Muslim?
Yeah, and look-
like Bean Pie, my brother.
Look how I wrote the shit. That shit gonna be funny. Like it's gonna make sense and it's gonna be funny. Watch when y'all hear that shit.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna be there. What time?
It started at 7.
7. Oh yeah, that's a number for me. I'm a number guy.
Yeah.
So 7 is a good time for me at
I'm
all
gonna have
times.
to find your numerology number.
7.
It's 7.
My first name got 7 letters. My middle name got 7
goes off of your
letters. My last
birthday.
name got 7 letters. My birth month is 8 August, but that's a new beginning, so I'm cool with that. If you add my address up, it's 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
damn. So
son's
7 might
birthday
be
was
your
born.
number.
My son was born 313. That's 7.
Damn.
And that's Detroit area code. I'm 7 all day. You feel me?
Damn.
Yeah, at least you're solid and you know that's
Hey,
your number.
No. God in the flesh. God the mogul. I tell people all the time, God the Father,
Yeah.
God the Son, the Holy Spirit, God the mogul. I'm right there.
Okay. So is Christianity
You
off
how
limits?
she just dismissed my shit?
I
just
know.
dissed my shit?
No,
Like,
I know you're
okay,
God.
bullshit.
I think all black, not just all black men, all Israelite men, because I'm gonna go off a big of Israelite.
Yeah, we Hebrew
are God,
Israelites.
right?
I'm not an
Yeah.
Israelite.
God like
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, we the real Hebrew Israelites, man.
deep. See, you
I'm from
you woke.
Nigeria. How the hell I'm from Israel?
You know you from
Your
Nigeria.
descendants.
Yeah.
Well, that's most of our descendants are from West Africa. Am I right, Calimar?
Yeah.
How the hell is Israel in Nigeria?
It's not in Nigeria, but we migrated through slavery. Through slavery, we
When?
migrated back in the day, back in the gap before
That?
Christ.
I'll
I
just be
guess.
saying shit. That's why
Or
I be
after
having.
Christ, something.
One thing about that shit, like we'll never know the truth.
Right.
Like shit.
Black
that
people,
shit.
we be claiming stake to everything and be losing it all. It just proves how much we be letting niggas just take everything from us. We created this. And why we ain't got it
They'll
no more?
never take hip hop from us.
Shit,
they
took the
trying.
money.
Shit.
They ain't gonna never take that from us.
Nigga, they got us selling our soul over diamond teeth and chains.
I don't think people. I don't believe in that selling your soul shit. It just
Me
like
neither.
You don't believe in
it's
Illuminati?
just like I used to, but then it's like, man,
You went to jail, didn't you?
yeah, I've been to prison.
That's-
I went to
that's
jail
the-
3 times. I did 4 years in prison.
Yeah.
The day I got released from prison, August 17, 2012, I went from my jail cell to the Greyhound station straight to Texas. Like I ain't never looked back. I ain't been to Florida.
Wow.
Well, I went to Florida last year, but you know, I got out on a mission type shit.
Tell
Who
us that
lives
journey.
here then?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Tizzy.
okay. That's a good question. I was like, who lives here? Like, why'd you come to Texas? Then?
Actually, my mom, she moved here 2010, and she was like, you know, son, when you get out, you know, just come here. I'm gonna help you get on your feet. And she actually just moved to Georgia last year, 2018. So that's why I made that post. Like, I'm out here all by myself. I ain't got no family. I'm like, literally, that's what made me go hard. Cause like, I gotta make something of myself. Like, I ain't got nobody out here.
So
I'm just out here.
first day in prison, what was that like?
First day in prison, that shit was terrifying. Goddamn shit, that shit was scary as fuck. Cause like in jail, like I was like, you know, like this jail, like nigga get out, do what they gonna do, come back. Like, but in prison, you with motherfuckers who been down like 40, 30 years, who accustomed to this shit, you feel me? And then like they got some shit called TOH, test of heart. Like when you walk in that hole, like you gonna think everything's sweet. Then like a week later, motherfucker tap your bump. Hey, come on, slide to the grid. You like, what the fuck the grid is? The grid is where your ass got to go fight type shit. So like, motherfucker tap my bump. I'm thinking this finna be a 1-on-1. I fought some Zoe niggas like ZMF, Zoe Mafia family.
Oh, shit.
Them niggas tore my ass up. I'm talking about broomstick.
Damn.
Boy, them niggas tore my ass up. Boy, I'm like, hey, I had to fight back though, like showing, cause like if your ass don't fight back, you show you pussy, you gonna end up like whatever money you get, you gotta get them a percentage of the shit. And like I'm like nigga, my mama sent me this. I ain't getting mama. I'm the only child too. Michelle money can't go away. So then I eventually got my respect. And my 4 years went by like super fast, cause all I did was gamble, smoke, and eat. Like once you prove yourself, like you got a little heart, like motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with you and shit. And that's why like when motherfuckers join gangs, I believe like that gang, all that gang shit fake to me. Like if it ain't from California or New York, like all that shit, I feel like people join gangs for like protection and to eat and shit like that and get some money. Like you just using your brothers and shit cause you ain't got shit.
It's networking.
Yeah, that's why I ain't never joined. I'm neutral. I'm Jimmy Neutron in prison, man. You feel me? Like I ain't doing none of that.
So you was kicking it with everybody.
Yeah, everybody like fuck with me and shit. You feel me? So
So
but
you-
I ain't gonna lie, like niggas like if you a neutron, like say like you come in prison, like and I'm a neutron, like
What's a neutron?
like just you neutral.
Okay,
You
I
feel
got
you ain't in no game, like but like it ain't sweet though. Like I'm a neutron, you come to prison. Nigga might come to you like, hey, go fight that new nigga who just came in. Let's see what he got type shit. They gonna use you to see what he got. This nigga might come from the streets boxing, beat your ass type shit.
Some MMA
But they
shit,
just want to see what he got type shit. You feel me? So it was a lot of that going on. I had to
That's
fight.
scary.
I had to fight a few niggas and shit. Like I lost a couple fights. Like niggas like come to find out these niggas was boxing on the street type shit.
Niggas said, "Yo,
But
crazy."
that shit got my fight game up though. Like it taught me how to be swift and all type of shit. You feel me? So I beat a nigga ass on the streets though. You
And
feel
you're a
me?
Taurus, so you have a attitude problem.
Yeah.
That shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that shit don't mean nothing in prison. Like
I
then
mean-
like niggas getting
Being a
like
Taurus.
man, I was in prison. I remember like when they shipped me to the adult camp, I seen a nigga with like titties like big like this. Like I'm talking about nigga like the punks, they tricking niggas out of their sexuality. It's niggas getting married on the rec yard. Niggas melting Jolly Ranchers, using it as lip gloss. Niggas shaving their eyebrows off, getting tatted permanent eyebrows like women and shit. That shit real in prison.
The punks, as they call them.
Yeah, the punks. The booty bandits, niggas.
Booty
But
band.
Niggas killing niggas over them punks.
And
So-
wow.
Yeah, you get killed like for even speaking to a punk or you looking at a punk
What?
wrong, trying to holler at a punk. If he with somebody, nigga finna kill your ass.
Damn.
Weird.
That shit real, boy. Prison is a whole different world. Like jail and prison is totally different.
Yeah, I went to jail and I was like, this is cool. Like I went to jail for like 2 weeks. I was like,
But
like,
you
it's
go
not
to
that bad.
prison, you gotta understand
Tinker,
this way.
you a thug.
This way, motherfuckers
Low
living.
key, a little bit.
But yeah, man, people don't even know that, man. People just think I'm just a funny comedian type shit. So
Well, I know you tomorrow. We catch you at Improv Arlington, 7 p.m. Last topic before you get out. And I probably should have saved this topic, but I want to put it out there. The last debate is what qualifies somebody to be a street nigga. You went to prison. You did your time. You big. You made it out. You know what I'm saying? You earned your stripes. But every time in hip hop, you ever hear everybody saying, "I'm from the streets. Nigga, I'm in the streets. I'm from the streets. I do the streets. I'm a real street nigga." What qualifies somebody to be an official street dude or from the streets?
I think the qualification of being a street nigga is you actually giving back to the streets.
Positivity. I like that.
100.
Yeah, that then you could say like if you come from them streets and you giving back, then you a street nigga. Like if you,
But how do you determine if you come from the streets?
shit, like you ain't grow up with no silver spoon. You ain't grow up in the suburbs. Like you come from the streets now. Like I'm probably sure we all came from the streets. But for us to call ourselves like a street cat or a street person, you know, like you got to give back to the streets.
Because when I hear rappers saying like, "Hey, I'm from the streets," you know what I'm saying? I be thinking so like you on some big meats type shit. Like you a boss out here, but like if you a person that's doing like diamond nicks, you from the street. If you just like, you know, tomorrow I decide I want to be a rapper. So to be a successful rapper kid, if I go out and I give me 2 dime bags of weed and a nick bag, and I can go out here and try to sell these 2, even if these 4 packs, even if I don't sell them all, because I attempted to, I am now a nigga in the streets.
Man, when I was selling dope, the most I got up to was 2 ounces. Like, and that's a lot though. Like 2 ounces of cocaine just to flip.
That shit, you
Oh,
on
yeah,
some
To
right.
cook that shit and flip it, like that's the most like I ever got to. Like I wasn't selling no bricks or keys or just 2 ounces. Then ever since then, like I ain't see no more than that.
So that would that qualify you? I guess that's your rapper startup kid. So you can really say you from the streets, but you can because you did a bid.
Yeah,
You did a bid.
I went to jail 3 times, and they were like, "Fuck that, we been sending you to prison. You ain't learning your lesson." Then I took me 1 time for prison. I learned my lesson. I was like, okay, I don't want to live here. Like this is where niggas actually living at, and niggas don't develop and got comfortable. I'm like, I ain't trying to live like this. That's why as soon as I got out, Greyhound station, straight to Texas. Like, cause I know if I would went back to Florida, it ain't no opportunities in Florida neither. Like, it's easy to get a job up here type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know if I would have went back to Florida, it probably would have been the same shit. You feel me? So, you know,
Yeah.
I just came up here.
Apartment fall in the sinkhole or some shit.
Yeah.
Y'all got a lot of shit going on in Florida.
Yeah, so I came here for a new change and new beginning type shit.
I don't know, man. Tinker, you got anything you want to add to it or anything else?
I mean, congratulations. I mean, like I said,
Thank
I've seen you online, and I
Funny
think
as
you're
hell.
funny as hell, and I hope to see you go bigger from here.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So I can be like,
Thank
I know him. I did.
Yeah. I appreciate this platform too, man.
She gonna hit you in that DM $2 million.
I mean,
I'm like, hey,
If you got 4, you spending it?
I'm like, man, we talked about 200 last time I seen you. That was the we agreed on 200 last time I seen you.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Y'all go check them out tomorrow, Arlington Improv. You know what I'm saying? 7 p.m. We'll be there. And, man, I got to see you in person. And I know you funny as hell. I'm going to get to see you tomorrow. Me and Tinker, we're going to pull up, man. We definitely wishing the best for you. Before you get out, where can everybody find you on your social media?
On Facebook, Calimar White, just Calimar, Calimar, last name White. Then on Instagram is Calimar _White, CALIMAR _White.
There you go, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Please subscribe. Mogul Moves only here on YouTube. Remember, thank you for all out there streaming, listening on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff, man. Y'all know my beautiful co-host, Tinker. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
It's always fun bringing that other perspective. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, this is another episode, Mogul Moves Only, with your boy Big D the Mogul and my lovely co-host.
Tinker.
Yeah,
See y'all next time.
Peace. You did.
I don't ever do shit at work. I don't ever do shit at work. But right ride up and down these goddamn hours. But ride up and down these goddamn hours. I don't ever do shit at work. I don't ever do shit at work. I'm in here just stealing company time. I'm in here just stealing company time. I don't ever do shit at work. I don't ever do shit at work. But ride up and down these goddamn hours. But ride up and down these goddamn hours.